My name is Andrea and I come from Croatia. Currently, I'm still a student. I'm finishing my bachelorettes in economy.
What's the current situation with the containment measures implemented by the government?
We are currently in the phase three because we had 3 weeks of the releasing the measurements. So we are now in the last one, let's call it like that. Everything is almost as normal as it was before Corona and everything. The restaurants and the coffee shops work normally as they were before. The shops are only they have to take care of the number of the people that are inside of it, and every shop has 1 hour in the midday around 2 that they have to do the disinfection thing. So for an hour every shop is closed so they can clean everything. But everything else is the same as it was. The only difference is the schools are still not working. They're still discussing about it.
Is it obligatory to wear a mask outside or in the shops?
No, only the people that are working, they're obligatory to wear it, and they have to wear the gloves. But the customers, and when you go outside on the streets, you don't have to wear it if you don't want to wear it.
How is the economy reacting to the crisis?
Croatia has like a little bit of problem because this year we went outside of the crisis because we were like in some kind of European debt, and this year we finished it finally. So then Corona happened, and now we are again in debt with European Union because they like lended us the money. I think it's a little bit bad because everything went up, the prices. You can see it like in the coffee shops, in the stores, and stuff like that. Like a lot of things went up. The salaries went down because like a lot of people when they were working or from home or they had to go on a vacation, so the salaries went really, really down.
Actually, to enter Croatia, now you have to have a negative test.
Yep.
And is there also the option to be in isolation?
For now, I think that they removed it for the European Union countries, so you don't have to go in the isolation. But for now, they allowed only for the business trips to be made. So only if you have some kind of appointments or if you have something like that is emergency, then you can come. And of course, people that are Croatian but live outside of the Croatia, they can come. But they removed the fact that you have to be in isolation. There was a period that there was like 72 hours after you enter Croatia, you have to be in self-isolation, but it didn't work really well.
What do you think of the decision taken by the government to push for early elections? I think they will take place in July, if I'm correct, because they say that they are doing so to profit of the success they had in dealing with the pandemic. So, what do you think about this?
I completely agree. We will have elections on 5th of July. The government made decision yesterday or day before yesterday, something like that. We were actually discussing about the borders, like how they will open before elections, because like a lot of people are still, they have like two citizenship, Croatian and, for example, the Bosnian one. So they have to go there to, of course, find the votes. So yeah, definitely. I think that they pushed it because for now, on the current situation, the government that was on till yesterday, their rating is the highest because the people are considering that they did so much for us during this all Corona time and quarantine.
How did your life change during the quarantine time?
It was really hard because I'm used to be in the move all the time. And it's not only like going outside of the country. Basically, I'm never home. If I'm available, either I'm working or I'm somewhere with my friends drinking coffee or anything, or I'm somewhere on the project outside of the Croatia. So like being 14 days in one flat that is like 35 square meters, I felt like I was in prison, literally. So I was really, really nervous, and all the time I was like, I cannot do it anymore. I cannot wait for this to finish. And it didn't even started yet. And then in the end, I found like many hobbies. I started cooking a lot. I was baking cakes, and the most important thing, I started making my own bags, like producing the tote bags or however they're called. Yeah, I was really, really bored. So in Croatia, we have the kind of tradition that we are doing the handmade things like embroidery and stuff like that. So I was pushing my mom even before the quarantine to teach me because I was really, really bored. And I was like, come on, mom, just teach me. So yeah, I started doing like the bags with embroidery pictures and sewing them and stuff like that, just like to keep myself busy. But yeah, now I'm still like not working and still kind of locked out in the house. So I cannot do it anymore. I cannot wait for all this to finish to get back to normal life, to go somewhere because I haven't been home for 3 months since I was in elementary school, literally. So yeah, this is like too much for me.
Can you define the whole situation in a word?
Manipulated. I think that all the situation is like kind of too blowy. I don't know how to like say it, but I think that the media had the biggest impact in all of this. You have a feeling that they are pushing you to do something against your will and trying to convince you that that is good for you. But I said like from the beginning, this thing will leave so much like mental mental impact on all of the people because we will all go crazy because we cannot live in the normal way that we are used to. But they don't care, like everything that they do, we are doing it for you and stuff like that. One day overnight everything went to normal, like nothing happened. They just like removed all the restrictions. Okay, you still have to use the thing for the hands and you need to wear the mask and that's all. Like okay, everything
Mm.
else is fine. And they
Yeah.
measure your temperature and that's all.
All right. Thank you,
You're welcome.
Andrea, for this chat. It was very interesting.